always wanted to be a NICU nurse. I love the parents. You're not only treating the baby, you're treating the entire family.
But I tell one baby that I won't forget for this reason. That night, I have over 50 plus babies. And this was a full-term baby. And I tell the father, your baby is the sickest baby that I have here. I don't know if he will make it through the night, but we're gonna do everything we can. And we're gonna fight together. 2 months later, the baby went home.
The most joy that you get from is when you send home a healthy baby. That's the greatest feeling you can imagine.
We have funded, over the last couple of years, again, completely with philanthropic dollars, our virtual hospital, the Adult Infusion Center here at Broward Health Medical Center, the new hospice unit. Soon we will be dedicating the completion of the renovation of our comprehensive cancer center. Tonight we're here for you to help us take the next step forward on one of our major projects, which is the renovation of the NICU units at Broward Health Medical Center at Children's Hospital.
I have 2 boys, Aiden and Aaron. Aiden is 8.5, Aaron is 7, and Aiden had a twin brother, Alec, but Alec was 3 weeks when he passed, and he taught us a lot.
Perfect pregnancy, came to get checked out, and then never left. A week later, she was born 3 months early.
I was actually 10 days late. He had inhaled meconium, and it coated his lungs so that they looked like chocolate pudding.
And one day I was just at the shop and I felt this sharp pain, and it was 25 weeks pregnancy. And I said, this is not normal, something's going on.
Alec was 1 pound and 4 ounces, and Aiden was 1 pound and 3 ounces, about 11 inches. And our journey began in the NICU, and I didn't get to go down till the next day. Sorry. But it was an incredible 4 months.
It doesn't look good. And then I started looking at him, and he started getting more and more blue, and I called for the nurse.
I always tell people I can't even begin to imagine how stressful it could be.
It took about almost 2.5 months until they were sure he'll make it.
The boys were separate. They were separate from the time that they came in. Well, the night before he passed, his primary care nurse said, I want them together. So that night, they were moved right next to each other. So there are connections.
You want healthy babies leaving that unit. You don't want one to leave any less. So that's what's the hardest thing for me.
So he was born in March, and then I got to hold him in May.
2 months later.
So that was really special.
Kangaroo care is actually when they take the child out of the incubator and they put him, it's chest to chest. That connection or that bond and is pretty incredible. Yeah. I never got to hold Alec. Until that day when he passed, I never got to hold him.
Right now, the way that we are on top of each other, it's very hard to have the privacy to mourn, the privacy to be happy, the dignity that you need, the space.
I remember we were there, and all of a sudden this baby got really sick, and they had to just right there and try to operate on him, open something and do something, and we were all like, you know, scared and, you know, worrying because it's happening right there next to you.
If something's going wrong right next to you, it affects you. It affects the next parents. Good or bad, you're right there, you're seeing too much.
We need your help. This is for our community. This is for the future of our babies.
They're looking to make the beds private, which would be wonderful.
We've seen many things that I think you're too close to each other.
There really is a limited space when one baby is almost next to the other.
Families need their privacy.
When they can maybe spend 24 hours there, when they can sleep there.
You feel for the babies who couldn't have their parents there.
I can't imagine a family that goes home, your baby's sick here. How you can sleep through the night? You can't.
to have that ability to stay here, I'm sure would enable a lot of parents who otherwise couldn't be here a lot more. And for us, it was hard leaving those few hours, but there really wasn't a choice. So I think that would be something pretty incredible.
This project is so important to me, and I feel so strongly about it that myself and my family were making a personal commitment to this project, and we're going to take the opportunity that is available to name one of the rooms. I'm hoping that everybody is as generous as they can be and help us out on this project that is so desperately needed at this point, and that does so much good for so many of these babies and so many families that really need it.
There are 63 private rooms available that will be created as part of this renovation project on the 2 floors. And I want you to begin that process by naming all 63 rooms, if at all possible, tonight.
You know, it's interesting, we had made a little plaque, like a thank you for them, and it kind of had Aiden's story and a thank you, and I don't know if it's still there, but it was hanging in the lobby. And I was at the mall one day with Aiden, and a security big guy came up to me and he said, "Is that Aiden?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, his story gave us so much hope all those days. We sat in the waiting room and we'd read his story, and he said, "My wife is gonna be so excited when I tell her." And he said, my baby's there now, but we can tell either story, right? But it's nice to be able to give people that hope that either way, do whatever you can for these babies, because they're fighting, and every little thing does make a difference.
Eso. I love you, baby.
Oh man, life is good. I got the clicker.